On today's quick Star Wars Legends lore video, we talk about the Empire's first major war crime. Hey guys, this is EckhartsLadder. Hello and welcome to what should be a fairly short episode of Star Wars Legends lore. Today, we're picking up a thread first introduced in the Thrawn Duology, the bombing of Caamas. The bombing of Caamas was one of the first atrocities committed by the Empire, occurring in 19 BBY, the same year the Republic transitioned to the New Order. The Caamasi of Caamas were a very well-known, old, wise, and loved species within the galaxy. They were totally against war and friends with any species who encountered them. Of course, newly minted Emperor Palpatine saw this unifying force as a threat to his new regime. He, along with several pro-Imperial traitorous Bothans, came up with a scheme. A fleet of Star Destroyers was moved into orbit, and on the surface of Caamas, the Bothans sabotaged the planetary shield. This left the planet totally vulnerable, and in what may have been the Empire's first ever base Delta Zero, they annihilated nearly all life on the planet over the course of several hours. There was unbridled sorrow and outrage across the galaxy. The Caamas were almost a totally innocent species, and as I mentioned, they were incredibly well loved. Of course, Palpatine hid the fact that the Empire actually perpetrated the attack, although his involvement was suspected among many in the galaxy, particularly after the Battle of Endor. In fact, the official story was that the Confederacy of Independent Systems was the one who perpetrated the attack, continuing to vilify not only droids, but also non-human aliens. Nearly 40 years later, in 19 ABY, the Caamas atrocity returned to the public consciousness. This was through the leaking of the Caamas document, which confirmed that the Empire was in fact a party to the destruction, a fact that wasn't particularly surprising, and that the Bothans helped to lower the planetary shield. The outrage was reignited, and there were protests across the galaxy calling for the punishment of the entire Bothan race. Unfortunately, no specific Bothans were named in the Caamas document, and the Bothans financially were not in the position to pay reparations. So the New Republic was in a very difficult position, especially as any attempts to mediate violence or anti-Bothan sentimentality was seen as endorsing a war crime. The crisis would end when Luke and Mara Jade would collect the original Caamas document and reveal that the Empire, or at least a small portion of it, had been purposely trying to manipulate public sentiment while also engineering an eventual attack on the Republic. Those efforts notwithstanding, after the crisis, the Imperial Remnant, as led at this point by Admiral Pelion, would make peace with the New Republic, spelling the true end of the Galactic Civil War, and things would be good in the galaxy, at least for 6 years, until the invasion of the Yuuzhan Vong in 25 ABY. But that's something for a different video. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me know what you'd like to see covered next. Until next time, this has been EckhartsLadder. May the Force be with you.